Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go!
Do you have absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for?
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the Unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all of these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear from Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? So who's here? Let's go.
So
I'm tired of waiting for you.
Yeah, no, you're always waiting for me. You're always waiting for me. So first we have Axel Yu, legal assistant. His parents have always wanted him to become an attorney. I don't know why. You got to watch out for attorneys. They're kind of dangerous and scary sometimes.
This is very true. It's very true.
You got to watch out for those. But he's a legal assistant, investor, started at a law firm at 23 years old, started investing at 24, and during COVID started realizing his ability to create financial freedom in building his own portfolio for himself and his family. So let's welcome Axel Yu.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Thank you so much.
Axel, yeah. Awesome, brother. What's your fun fact, Axel?
What's my what? Sorry, you kind of cut off.
Yeah, your fun fact, something we might not expect about you. So for example, we might not expect that Stephanie learned to surf from a blind man who taught her. Like that happened. So, something we might not expect about you.
I like collecting vintage currencies.
That is fun.
That is an exact, beautiful, perfect example of a fun fact.
Yes.
And what are some of your favorite currencies to collect?
Like silver bullion, gold bullion, like all over the world. Vintage bills, like from the 1900s, 1800s, all U.S.
All right. Are you familiar at all, Axel, with James Bond?
James Bond, of course.
So have you ever seen the movie Goldfinger?
Goldfinger, probably, but I probably wouldn't remember anything right now.
Okay.
From the movie.
So we're going to call you Goldfinger, Axel, because of your love for gold bullion. Because that's what Goldfinger was doing. Robbed Fort Knox, and he was doing all kinds of crazy things. So Axel, aka Goldfinger, welcome to the party, my friend.
Thank you so much.
And actually, P.S. before we do that, what was your favorite part or biggest takeaway from the immersion in Miami?
From the seminar?
Yes.
Just the positivity, meeting different people and getting different ideas. It really does open your mind to seeing other things that you didn't know you were aware of.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations.
Pretty much.
Welcome to the party.
So much.
I told you Axel's favorite part wasn't meeting you.
You're not that funny.
I am very funny. So
I'm gonna make some funny pills for you so you can get better at this.
Who's next?
So let's go. Estefani, I kind of this like feeling you're a little bit like adventurous, you know, don't mind trying on new things. So since we had a participant that had an emergency, how would you like to jump in the participant seat today?
Sure.
I knew that was going to be, I could feel your adventurous energy. So
I want to know more about everything that you guys have to say. That's, you know, like, you know, number one reason. Everything that you guys want to say or teach, I'm there.
Well, the participant seat is definitely the best way to do that. So Stephanie is from Venezuela, and now Venezuela. Did I say that?
Venezuela.
Yes, what he said. Yes, what he said and what you said. And now lives in Miami, and she is an experienced entrepreneur focusing on education with a podcast academy and a family-owned business for 14 years. And now she is focused on launching another company, empowering women with makeup and a beauty academy. So let's welcome Stephanie Rodriguez.
Woo! I love the effect.
It's amazing.
It's just for you.
It's just for you. Yes. So Estefani, that's how you say it correctly?
Yep.
Estefania, actually, but you can call me Teffy. My nickname is T-E-F-I, Teffy. So
Teffy. I love this. So is that okay if we call you Teffy?
Of course.
Amazing. And Teffy, what's your fun fact?
Well, my fun fact is that, let's see. I don't really want to, you know, I wanted to say something like Axel, like the, you know, the collection, but.
You mean Goldfinger?
Goldfinger, yes.
Yeah, I'm Goldfinger.
So, but I think my fun fact is that even though that I've been, you know, in the field of media, I'm very shy and I'm very camera shy. Like I'm an extrovert in small groups and something like this, but I'm an introvert in like larger groups. And I have a lot to say. So I want to become a public speaker. I want to teach. I want to send a message for the world to make humans evolved. You know, because I think when you have a higher consciousness of what really is needed between human beings, which is acceptance, which is, you know, compassion, love, like it's just communication what you need, and to be honest and open. So I think that's something that people can benefit from in any area, any field that, you know, is profitable, but it's just a way of being, a way of living, a way of, it's more like an ethical way of doing stuff, you know?
Beautiful. Teffy, that's beautiful. And thank you for being here. We had some fun today. You ready?
Thank you. Yes, I'm super
Evolved consciousness speaker, Teffy, ready to take on the world. Steph, who do we have next?
Yes. So Shawnee Poo, our last but not least.
That is what my grandmother's sister Snooky calls me, and she was at my home for Thanksgiving. So Stephanie is enjoying that so far, both Monday and Tuesday on the Real Raw.
Yes.
That she's been calling me since I'm like 3 years old. So thank you.
Yes, that is fun. Tell me that's not fun. That this guy, top trial attorney, is only one of two attorneys that has won a top 100 international jury verdict that is known in his family as Shawnee Poo. Like still at 51 years old. That's great, isn't it? So Shawnee Poo.
Yes.
Last but not least, we have Sherry. Is it Stern?
Yes.
Oh, Sherry, how are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
Amazing. Please, let's hear about this amazing.
So she is she's an amazing woman in sales and marketing, actress, Reiki master, entrepreneur, fascinated with the hero's journey, TV films, short films, and is partnered in Stars Outreach and the Art Musical and Development Center in Hollywood, Florida. So let's welcome Miss Sherry.
Wow. So
Thank you.
impressive.
Thank you.
Sherry, meet Shawnee Poo.
Hi.
Well, Sherry, I may have had an amazing conversation with this incredible woman named Lori a couple days
Yes.
ago. You might know.
I
her.
remember Lori.
Yes.
But thank you, Sherry, for being here. And what is your?
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. What is your fun fact?
Well, my fun fact is I like to dance. So I like to dance, and I will dance anywhere, whether it's like not on just a dance floor, but anywhere that I hear music. I love to dance. So that's my fun fact.
Thank you for that. That is a beautiful thing. What's your favorite dance style?
I love actually ballroom dancing. I learned a number of years ago how to do tango, how to do merengue, salsa dancing, but I also like freestyle, just kind of letting go and feeling good. Because I always feel like that makes, you feel better, when you dance. Yeah, I love music, so.
And what would your thoughts be if I were to tell you that Stephanie loves to break dance and spin her head at least 3 times a day?
Wow. That sounds like
definitely
fun.
not. That is definitely not integrous and not true. But I love the freestyle dancing. I love the ballroom dancing. I love it all. Sherry, thank you so much for being here. P.S. What was your biggest takeaway, if anything, from the Unblinded immersion in Miami?
My biggest takeaway was actually the listening, the 5-level listening, because I really felt like just the way that you demonstrated on stage and then in the groups, that I really wasn't listening as much as I thought, I was. I realized that I need to listen more and actually like with complete focus while the person's talking. Not that I didn't before, but I think it's like now I'm really hearing that they will tell you everything, like right in the beginning.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Sherry,
So
we have you, Sherry, right? Who ballroom dancer, artistic, entrepreneurial, creative in the world, heart-centered, deep listener. We have Teffy, evolved speaker, and of course we have Axel, attorney, space entrepreneur, Goldfinger to be. And then we have this one over here to my right, yes, who is heart-centered, all the things, started selling crafts on her front lawn as an 8-year-old. When most people would have been like running away from Aunt Snooky, who was screaming Shawnee Poo, chasing me through the house and trying to give me hugs. And I'm like, no, Aunt Snooky, Aunt Dolly, and Honey. These are real people. Aunt Snooky, Aunt Dolly, and Honey. All real people. 2 of the 3 are actually still with us. Aunt Snooky is still alive, Aunt Honey is still alive, Aunt Dolly's in heaven with Nani, my grandmother. But these are real people, and I would run away from them as they tried to kiss and hug me. She's selling crafts on her front lawn at that age when I'm running away from my great aunts who want to like kiss and hug me. She became a 7-figure earner in the space of network marketing. 7 figures by the age of 19, 24 years old. Not the number 5, 3, or 2, or 4, or 7, or 6, or 8, or 9, but the number 1 business broker in the state of Nevada at the ripe old age of 24. First woman, youngest person ever, number 1 business broker in Nevada. Now she's the co-host of The Real Raw. She busts my chops. We have fun. She brings love and magic to this world and this show as its co-host, the one, the only, Stephanie Ann Vihan.
Yeah.
What is your fun fact, Stephanie?
My fun fact, I think, is that I am in Tenet Institute talking about polarities and biomodulators and biotransducers and turning polarities on and off. I think that is pretty kind of a fun fact.
That is a very fun fact with Dr. Jerry Tennant, with Dr. Jerry Tennant, who Tony Robbins says saved his life.
Yes.
Yeah, and extraordinary place to be. And I'm very grateful.
Quite frankly, probably saved yours as
Probably
well.
saved mine as well. Yeah, I do, which I say as well. So I'm immensely grateful for being here. And I don't know, you ready to do the things?
Let's do the thing.
All right, so I think we have Teffy and Axel.
Yep.
And who's going first?
We're gonna run with Axel.
Okay, Axel. So we had fun.
Our token male in the house. He's ready to go. He's fired up.
What am I, chopped liver?
Yes.
Ready.
Okay. So Axel, so you were there at the immersion. We talked about influence as a superpower in our marketing, our selling, our leading, our managing, our recruiting, our fundraising, for profit, not for profit. It is a superpower, understanding what to do with it and how to get ourselves to use it emotionally. Having it, what to do with it, and getting ourselves to use it emotionally. We play the game of introducing this. And Stephanie, anybody you wanted to be, you have 3 minutes to go from hello to yes. not pitch, not hook, not close. Integriously connect and move forward to a yes. It doesn't have to be a sale, doesn't have to be money or a credit card. It's just the next yes in the progression of integrous yes. So she could be anybody you want her to be. Axel, who would you like Stephanie to be?
Oh my God. I don't even know how to answer this. Can you give me an example? I'm so sorry.
Sure. Right. So ready? Of course.
Yeah.
And this is what we're bringing present to the world. We're living in the space of achieving yes all day, every day. Whether it's a yes from somebody that you held the door open for, that they understand and know intuitively that people care, or it's a yes for selling legal services at a law firm, accounting firm, financial firm, raising money, convincing somebody to have a cup of coffee with you and talk to you and share ideas and spend 5 minutes on the phone with you. These are all yeses that people seek. And you, Axel, are seeking yeses every day. I don't know what they are that are primary for you, but you certainly are. Like, I talked to my son about watching the James Bond movie. He's busy. He's 22 and we have a beautiful relationship, but he's home for Thanksgiving and there's all kinds of friends everywhere. And we had to go from hello to yes to spend the day together watching James Bond, eating, connecting, and talking.
You just went from hello to yes with all of your children to go on pick a date and go on a family vacation. I can't imagine with 3 college students that was a very easy yes to get.
That was not a very easy yes to get. And causing that to happen. But Jackson Hole, Wyoming, January 11th through the 15th, here we come. And that's another beautiful example of hello to yes. And so is getting top 100 national jury verdicts. So is convincing Aunt Snooky to leave the kitchen, to move into the great room, to be in the space of the chocolate turkey being smashed by her great nieces and nephews.
Wow.
That actually happened. Right? So money, time, magic, all involved. Yes. Is it becoming a little more clear, Axel?
Yes.
Okay. So who would you like Stephanie to be that you're seeking a yes from? And by the way, Aunt Snooky had red hair, so she could be Aunt Snooky. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So I don't know if this could play into it. So my mom likes doing nonprofit organizations and she likes feeding homeless people. I would probably use that scenario. Sure. I really like pointing my mom into feeding homeless people, giving back to the community, helping those who don't have.
Okay, so you want Stephanie to be your mom?
No, not my mom. Like somebody who adventures with me into feeding the homeless people.
Beautiful. All right, Stephanie, take us in.
All right. Hello, this is Steph.
Hi, Steph.
How are you?
Good, at yourself?
Good. What can I do for you today, Axel?
So I'm seeking guidance to see how we can expand South Florida into feeding more people that don't have any food. Different places where we can get like the permissions to feed them, how we can lower the cost effect into providing more food for these people.
Hold on 1 second, Axel. Team, can I get the time clock, please? Okay, continue.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I want to figure out how we can better assist people that don't have food. See how we can lower the costs, give them toothbrushes, give them toothpaste, any deodorant, body washes, some water.
Yeah. So what guidance or how can I help?
Maybe in the fact of the permission slips, because I know that there's certain areas that need like you to have an authorization to go to it.
Okay.
What would you do in that?
For me to authorize some areas for you. Is that what you're looking for?
Correct.
Got it. Okay. And do you have an idea of what particular areas that you are looking for? Or?
So usually downtown Miami, there's full of homeless people.
Okay.
Down the, what do you call those? The turnpikes, the bridges. There's a lot of people there. Some need permission. I want to see how you'd go about it. I want to see if you had an idea to lower the cost of all this stuff, what would your approach be?
Got it. Okay. So to lower the cost of gathering all of the goods?
All the necessities, yeah.
So I would, what I would do is I would go to companies and have them donate. So we used to do something similar to this in Las Vegas. And, you know, we would go to, and I imagine right now hotels have an excess of all of these little things. So you might be able to, go to some hotels, get them to donate, all like the things that they put in the bathroom and stuff. Get companies to donate that, get some volunteers to put packets together, and then you can go out and give those packets away.
That's a great idea.
Yeah,
that is a great idea.
Would be my suggestion.
I would have never thought about that, but now I'll bring that up to my mother as well. Perfect.
Yeah, you can get like, Crest to donate like little things of toothpaste, like get companies to donate the little things, and then get volunteers that make the packets, and then you take and deliver the packets to the volunteers.
Okay. And if you're not familiar with what other areas need help, what would your approach be to find what areas would need it?
I would probably talk to shelters.
Shelters?
Yeah, because they probably know of other ones. But I got to run at the moment, Axel. It was absolutely fantastic to chat with you, and definitely reach out to some hotels and let me know if there's anything I can do in the future.
Awesome. Thank you for the input. I really
got it. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Shawnee Poo.
Excellent job, Stephanie.
He was gonna try to come up with something.
I had something, but so I chose to be softer and nicer. So
oh, why, thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you for being nice to me today.
I did. Because my sharp wit create some dissection. Yes.
So I remember you saying something about you were going to go to your doctor to see something.
Yes, sir.
Did you already get that checked out?
Oh, thank you for asking. I did, and believe that is really kind of you, Axel, to ask. So I had my CAT scan yesterday, and I am choosing to believe all is great and all is wonderful and all is amazing, and using transformational vocabulary, Axel, and Teffy and Sherry. I am certainly not angry or frustrated or resentful or fearful. I'm just fascinated by the fact that we are now 28 hours post my CAT scan, and my wonderful doctor had told me he would immediately get back to me on the results as soon as it was taken. I haven't heard anything yet in 28 hours. So I am fascinated by the beautiful fun and delay and energy of it. And of course, there's the mild tinge of humor in that. But yeah, so thank you for asking. I did have the CAT scan yesterday. Stephanie, thank you for being there.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
appreciate it enormously.
And I am convinced that the doctors are seeing so many miraculous things on the CAT scan that their brains don't even know how to process, and that's why they haven't called yet.
Yes, so thank you. I'm thankful for that. But Axel, that's really kind of you. So I'm waiting for the response, and I'm confident it's going to be miraculous and awesome. So thank you.
I'm confident it's going to be well too. Positive vibes.
Yes,
thank you.
Yes, definitely.
Yes.
The best blessings to you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Teffy. Teffy, let's do the thing. Who would you like Stephanie to be? Who would you like her to be?
I don't know, like a marketing guru, mentor kind of thing, but she's been in marketing already, right?
She is a marketing guru and mentor. That's perfect. But it's
and the yes that you're seeking.
Yeah, there's a yes. Like you're seeking a yes, Teffy. Would you want to be seeking a yes that she would talk to you and go to lunch with you or something? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I had a whole scenario already played out in my mind.
All right, let's do it. Hello,
marketing guru Stephanie.
Yes.
Which is real.
Okay. Hi, Stephanie. Good afternoon. How you doing today?
I am wonderful. How about yourself?
Good. I'm doing great today. Thank you for taking my call. My name is Estefania Rodriguez, but everybody calls me Teffy. I met you at the conference of Unblinded that we had, and I was very, very impressed by you and all of your achievements. And I thought you are the perfect person to guide me through a little bit of a new project that I'm venturing myself on doing. And this is the very first time that I'm going to create something like this. So I would love to invite you for lunch, or, to have a small coffee so I can have your attention for a little bit and pick on your brain.
What I picking in my brain kind of hurts a little bit.
Okay.
Not so fun. But tell me, what is it? What is the project, and why did you choose me?
Okay, because the project is about a beauty academy. Okay. And I want to use the medium of beauty which attracts a lot, to send a stronger message of unity, of collaboration between women, of empowerment, and like personal growth to be applied within the business, and teach them how to be successful by applying all this tech strategies and strategies on their day-to-day lifestyle or way of working, and how to use those strategies throughout social media to get a bigger engagement and try to get people, women involved in it.
I definitely, speaking to women, definitely speaks to my heart and soul for sure. Yeah, would love to support in any way I can.
Did I did good?
Yeah, awesome. Great job.
Excellent
Thank
job.
you.
Excellent job, Teppy. And
Really?
Stephanie as well.
Why, thank you, Mr. Kalagi.
But
So
be real with me, like be tough. I wanna see what I could have improved in that call because I was very nervous.
All right, so let's see. Let's do this. So Sherry's giving feedback. And so let's start with that. And 30 seconds of feedback, if you could, for each of these fine participants. 15 seconds what worked, 15 seconds what could be optimized. Score on a scale from 1 to 10, a 1 being like we're jumping out the window, running the other way with our hair on fire, a 5 being like, maybe I'll listen for a few more seconds, a 10 being, I will never let this human being out of my sight ever for the rest of my life. This is the most amazing conversation ever. I must do business with this person. Sherry, please, what do you have for Axel, aka Goldfinger?
I thought he was genuine. I thought he really was trying to figure out another way of being able to acquire goods. And I think that he did get this answer from Stephanie, which I think is good. I think he could have asked a few more questions and possibly to see if he could utilize anything else, any other ideas. But I think he was very genuine. And I think that's good. He was coming from a heart-centered place.
And your score for Axel is?
7.
Nice. And how about for Teppy?
I thought Teppy is very heart-centered as well. I think that she has a good idea to help women, to empower them with the beauty industry. Being from the beauty industry, it can be challenging because I modeled for a number of years, but to be able to help people that really need help, that are people that, don't have as much and could benefit from, better services, better products, things like that, because as we know, it does make a difference. And I thought that you were very direct, which is good. And
your
to the
score
point.
For her is?
8.
Nice. And what feedback do you have? By the way, I'm thinking, wait, Estefania, is that how you say it?
Yes,
Teppy?
perfect.
Thank you. What does that mean in English, that name?
Estefania?
Yes.
You have no idea, I have no idea. It's in Spanish, Estefania,
Yeah,
but it
but
must mean something, right?
Yeah, I think the translation sounds like it could be like something like Stephanie.
It's like
I think it is. I think it is.
Translation in English is exactly like Stephanie.
See, look at this. So Stephanie, let's start with, then let's reverse it. And what do you have for your Latina namesake?
So I will say Estefania, beautiful name, is always start with questions. Like your energy is magnificent. You can feel your kindness. You have a beautiful gravitational pull. But one of the indispensable elements that we teach is the power of questions, right? There's 12 indispensable elements, 4 energies, 4 steps. And to really, truly build emotional rapport, it's about the quality of your questions. So understand, like I would have asked, like, are you passionate about supporting women? Because then so questions like that to make that connection. And I would say I would do
to know a little bit more about your personality in specific, if this is something that it would, interest you, and if it's, so I can change my speech before telling it to you, right? Perfect.
Yes. Very good. Very good. And Axel is a great job as well. You also have a fantastic energy. And I would say going in with what is the clear yes that you are seeking, right? So everything in life is about getting a yes, from, getting a deal at the hotel, getting the next investment, wanting people to invest in you, any of that. So always be clear on what is the yes that you are seeking. And again, so you can ask questions that align with that yes that you are seeking. And I would give you a 7.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
All right. So I have a feeling that it is time for you to put my tail on the hot seat.
Yes.
So
yes, so things haven't gotten hot enough for you. If you've had, iodine shoved in your body and flying all over the country and polarities checked and poked and prodded in all kinds of ways, I think it would be the kind thing to do is to put Shawnee Poo on the hot seat just to add to the fire.
Yes, you're so kind. Isn't she so loving and so kind?
She's hilarious. I always laughing with her. Like, come on. That's an energy boost.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, great personality.
Yes, absolutely. So what do you think, though, since we had these amazing participants, Teffy, and Axel on the hot seat, what do you think if we gave Sherry the opportunity to put me on the hot seat, so she can kind of come front row with her creative energy?
I love it. I love it. She's a sales and marketing genius.
Yeah.
So Sherry, this is what we're going to do. Is we have the opportunity to put Sean on the hot seat. So you get to set the scenario, and it's any random scenario. So this is not something that we talk about beforehand. Any random scenario that Sean would go from hello to yes on. So just yesterday, for the first time ever, someone said, okay, I want you to sell ice to an Eskimo. That actually happened.
But who actually needed the ice?
Who actually needed the ice, yes. Ice to an Eskimo, he had to be a conservative New Jersey attorney, convincing another attorney to go to Burning Man. That happened. He was also, not that long ago, role played, Muhammad Ali to Kalia Ali before the Supreme Court, getting a yes from the Supreme Court. So it can be any kind of scenario, Sherry, or it could be something as simple as, you maybe want to see how he would get the next client for a sales and marketing gig. Anything that would be of service to you, or anything that you would like to see him role play on going from hello to yes. Is there anything that comes to mind?
Let me think. Actually, I think it'd be fun to do something with, I can ask him any question, or it has to be like something that
Well, you're going to
I'm
set
going
up
to be
the
getting a
scenario
yes
that he goes
from.
from hello to yes.
I'm going to be, I have to get the yes, and that could be with you on the other end of it, or it could be with Teffy or Axel on the other end of it, where they're role playing somebody. So it'd be like, I am now the person seeking to sell ice, in Alaska to an Eskimo in a commercial fishing situation, or I am now Muhammad Ali communicating to the Supreme Court with his daughter Kalia playing a Supreme Court justice to communicate about his ability to fight, even though he didn't accept induction into Vietnam. So it could be simple, complex. I'm President Biden communicating with President Trump to convince him to endorse my economic policy.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
We've done that. So whatever you get to pick whatever you like.
Okay, I'd like to hear your scenario on how to save the United States from what's going on right now.
Okay, and so with the what's going on right now, who
in
am
the
I?
economy, with the economy, like how we could, how we could make some steps forward to make some positive changes.
Awesome. And so who am I and who am I communicating with? I'm President somebody, I am Congressman, Senator, I'm a media person. Like, who am I and who am I talking?
A media person. I think that would be great. A
Awesome.
media person trying to get some answers to all the questions that we're wondering about. Like how about the border? Let's go with the border.
Beautiful. And who is going to be? Would you like to be the person I'm communicating with on the other end?
Who would I like to be?
Yeah, I'm saying, would you? Yeah, would you play that person that I'm seeking the yes from? So maybe I'm a media person, and would you like to be a congressperson? And I'm seeking a yes from you about something.
Okay. Yeah, a congressperson. That would be good.
All right, awesome. Okay. All right, here we go. So, Congresswoman or Senator Sherry, I'm grateful for the ability to communicate with you. Thank you for the time. I know we're in an off-the-record conversation, and nothing will go anywhere in this conversation. I've already provided an NDA to your team, but do you still have these 3 minutes for me?
Yes.
Okay. So, Senator, I understand that at this juncture, you are a Democrat. And I can assure you that I am apolitical in the sense of party affiliation. And all I try to do is stand for what is best for the country. And it's through that prism I enter this conversation. So may I ask you an initial conversation, Senator?
Okay. Yes, you can.
So why do you do what you do? You know, what's the mission you have in your heart for the world? Truly, like, this is off the record, no cameras, confidential NDA. This is so you could decide if you want to communicate with me anymore in the future and do anything with this conversation. But what is it that really is in your heart and why you do what you do?
Well, I'd like to see things run a little bit differently. I'm disappointed in the way that things are going right now. And I think so many people had to go through the process of having to get a green card. And I have some very good friends that are from Russia, Poland, from other countries, and it took them a lot to get citizenship.
Yeah.
And I'm very disappointed that the people can just come in and not have to go through the process, and we all have to support that. And I'm definitely for people getting help if they really truly need help. But I feel like this has gone beyond the beyond.
Yeah. And I know as a Democrat, that's something that's very difficult for you to speak publicly about.
Yes,
and
because I have to go along with the agenda.
Absolutely. So what I'm here to question, right, truly, is how does that feel for you? You know, and I mean this with all my heart. I have great empathy for it. You spent your life working, building, creating. And then it seems we live in a world of two parties where there's 57 or 107 check marks down the box of your position on everything. And if you step out of alignment, the party destroys you.
Exactly.
At least that's my perception.
Exactly.
And, well, how does
so it's like walking on glass every moment.
Right.
And the point is it's not what it seems, but we have to make it appear like something else. So it's like live theater.
Yeah. So thank you for that candor. And again, you have my absolute confidence on this. So
thank you.
Yeah. So can I ask you this?
Yes.
Right? What would happen, you think, if a coalition of people, let me approach it this way. Can I share a little bit about me and then I have a question? Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my dad is a Democrat. My mom is a Republican. And they sit and they talk about the other parties like they're villains. And they talk about the they over there, them over there, they, them, right? And it astounds me because my mom and dad agree on like 99% of things. They want their family to be safe. They want not everybody to die from a pandemic.
Yes.
They want America to exist. They want to have a reasonable process for people becoming Americans, like their great-grandparents. They want these things for a country. They want to be able to walk down the street while having empathy for people, but the streets being safe, all these same things. But then when it comes to like these sort of outlying points to disagree on, like how would you do immigration? Everybody agrees there should be immigration. And so somebody becomes a bigot and a racist if they think there should be tighter border control. And if somebody doesn't think there should be tighter border control, then they want the end of the United States. And maybe people on the like the perimeters of these things, I'm sure there are racists on the outer perimeters, and I'm sure there are people in the outer perimeters over here that want the end of America. But I think 95% of people in the Republican Party and Democratic Party, even if they don't want to admit it, actually agree on 95% of things. 95% agree on 95%. I
believe that they don't want chaos. Right now, there's chaos, and I think that everyone's afraid to actually go against, what's going on because they don't want to be exposed.
Yeah.
Because everybody's got something they're hiding. And at the end of the day, I feel that we need to come up with a solution because there's so many people infiltrating and we don't even know who's in our country. And then they're trying to take away, so many things and keep it so chaotic that all of a sudden, what's going to happen? There's not going to be as many policemen, they don't want, people to have weapons. I mean, all of a sudden, what's going to happen? Like, that's what worries me,
Yeah.
but yet I have to go along with it.
Yeah. So what I'm asking then is, what would it look like if we began to create a coalition of people on the left and the right to truly step out and communicate about how broken the system truly is, and the destruction of a world in which you have to toe the party line. There was a time in our nation when Democrats and Republicans within their own party talked about truth, and they resisted the party line. And so there was like differences, but people crossed over and voted together all the time. And that world has been—
Where did that happen? It just changed. It's not like that anymore. You can't agree to disagree.
Absolutely. So
it's either black or white.
Absolutely. So what I believe, if this would resonate for you, is I'd love to have a conversation for a longer period and bring a few more people into it so we could begin to advance an initiative against one thing, against attacking people because they authentically disagree with you. And if we could align the top people and the best people in the Democratic and Republican Party against that approach, I think we could reclaim sanity in this nation on issues of border, on issues of vaccines or not vaccines, of all of the things. So continue under our NDA, because I don't want you to think I'm looking to grandstand and create some breaking story for myself. Would you be interested in having a 30-minute meeting if we could bring 3 or 4 more other people into the conversation like yourself, maybe 1 more Democrat, 2 Republicans, and begin this conversation? How would that resonate or not for you, Senator?
That would resonate very well with me. I think that would be good because it starts with only a few people to start something, to start a movement. And that's what we need to do.
Amen. Sherry, that is Senator Sherry. It's a beautiful thing. I'll get on the calendar. Out of roll.
Thank you.
Sherry, how did that feel for you?
It felt good. It felt very good. Thank you. It was like very supportive in the way that you approached it, and very, I like your, I guess it's more goddess energy, but it was more of like a like nurturing, laid back, and it made me feel safe in order to share what it maybe I'd be afraid to normally.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Steph, how'd that feel for you?
Absolutely extraordinary. I would say, it is always fun and interesting to watch you turn something political into something heart-centered. It is always mind-blowing to me.
No, thank you, because that's what it really should be.
Yeah.
I believe. Teffy.
You should be a coach for a politician, Sean Kelly.
Well, that is on the way.
Yes.
Everything we're doing Unblinded is going to touch impact everything with integrity and not some cultish dynamic that I think the political parties are currently. I do think they're very cultish, where you're forced to agree on things. I think if we could just agree that we could reasonably disagree and we can have real conversation about it, then I think we're in a different world. But Teffy, how did that feel for you?
First of all, very truthful, like very honest and open, and very respectful of her opinion. You were always like very humble when talking, trying to say the correct words, being neutral without, very respectful. I really enjoyed it. And actually you got her to be agreeing to be involved in it. Not only saying yes to the conversation, but she wants to be involved in it now.
Amazing. Thank you. Axel, how'd that feel for you?
It felt good. It felt genuine, straight to the point. If she was an actual senator, I think she'd be like good for it, because it sounded like I was watching TV between you and her. The border stuff, it's a touchy subject, a lot of people might take it differently, but I think everything was straight to the point.
And Axel, thank you. Here's the key. Everybody might take everything differently. Because whether it's the border, whether it's vaccine, whether it's economic policy, whether it's taxes being raised or not, right? And whether it's how you label bathroom and approach issues of transgender, whatever the issue is that matters to us, they're touchy subjects, whether it's disability issues. And I think it's when, people say all the time around me, I'll hear it all the time, like, oh man, I was just blind. I didn't see the salt. I'm not offended, because I don't think that they meant to hurt my feelings and make light of me being blind. And so it's when we increase the charge around topics and make it about us and about villainizing somebody else, I think that's when we begin the process of putting significance and certainty over connection and love, growth and contribution. So leave that there as a part of what we're here to do in Unblinded. So Axel, you did a great job today. Love your energy. Thank you for asking about my CAT scan. And how was your experience, brother?
Great. I see that, I really got to practice under pressure to figure out more questions on the spot. Like, I agree that, I should have asked more questions. Just being on the spot, I really didn't know what to even ask.
Yeah. And brother, if I could share this with you and everyone, I say this all the time to folks that come on, because I hear that a lot. One, like, language is so powerful to what it does to our nervous system. You are never on the spot. There is no hot seat, and you're never under pressure. These are all inventions of our mind and our nervous system. It's normal. It's what people say, but there's no rejection, there's no failure. There's no rejection or failure. Just continue to grow. You have a beautiful energy, of great congruence in your communication. And I sense wonderful, wonderful things for you.
Thank you so much, Sean.
Yeah, thank you, Axel. Teffy, how was your experience?
Well, I'm very nurturing. Like, I feel, humbled and actually very how do you say this? Grateful to have been chosen for this call, to have a moment with you and practice what you already taught us, to have a moment with Stephanie, because she was one of the women that stood out for me the most, because of her genuine energy and her lack of fear of what other people might think, if she's too bubbly or not. She's just herself. To come across as a very heart-centered person and getting the job done.
Yeah. And she is that. And she does have such beautiful high energy and giving, contributing, sharing. That's not something she turns on for the camera. Like she really does have incredible enthusiasm around things. So thank you for seeing that. And great job, Tiffany. And thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Sean. And good luck with everything that you have in your plate right now. I'll be, praying for your inner transformation. Everything's going to be fine.
Thank you. Received and appreciated. Sherry, beautiful scenario, courageous stepping in. I feel your energy, your passion for our nation, for people. Thank you. And how was your time with us?
I felt very supported. I feel that you and Stephanie are very authentic, very real, like real and raw, just like the show. And I feel the love and that you want to not only grow yourselves, but you're helping others grow. And I think you have a great platform. I give you a bravo for this kind of work. It's well needed in the world right now.
Well, thank you.
So thank you for, bringing me on and making me a part of it. I feel so much more like chilled out. Like it kind of like, because I was running around all day going on appointments and I was rushing to get here, and I feel so much more like relaxed and zen. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you. Received with gratitude. Your heart, present to it and present to being seen. And that feels amazing because our work here is that to make the world a greater place and nothing short of it. And not our version of the world, not to tell people, you need to believe this about this. It's no, you need to be intentional. You need to think deeply. You need to have love and respect for people. Hey, and it's fun. We have a capitalist system. We do compete. Let's compete with integrity, authentically. Let's make things always innovatively get better. We could do these things and love our life. So thank you, Sherry.
Thank you both.
Yeah, Steph, final.
Final is the team is going to put a gift in the chat for you that they just dropped it there. There is a formula. I know you all were in Miami, but that is a guide that you can download. That is the 4 steps, the 12 indispensable elements, and the 4 energies. So I highly recommend downloading that. And I know we share this at the event, but Tony Robbins did say there's no one that leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Cowgie. And that's why he's able to have those conversations with the politicians, able to, be Muhammad Ali talking to a Supreme Court, because there is a formula and you can have all the time and money and the magic as long as you can get those yeses.
Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. Hope to continue the journey together. Thank you for being here today. Have a beautiful Trajectory Tuesday. And we are truly all blind.
And just learning to see.
Yeah, all of us.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Love you guys.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everything, guys. It was a pleasure meeting everybody too.
It was a pleasure meeting everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. I hope to connect later. I saved your names. So
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
Have a great Tuesday.
You too.
Awesome,
Bye.
guys.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.